All right, we're going to take a look at the last 3 lines of meditation, and then we will have looked at the entire piece. Then we'll work on putting it all together here. So we're starting at measure 58. Remember, the part before this that we looked at last time was a lot of repetitive stuff. It was stuff from the beginning that came back. The melody from the beginning came back. So now things change. The ending is actually very different from anything else. So we're going to start at measure 58. And let's just look at measure 58 right now. So we have a long note. It's actually a D for 3 3/4 of a beat. And then some 16th notes. So when you're counting that D, you're going to go 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and da 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 are the 16th notes. So it's going to sound like this. You will already have been in 3rd position, so you might as well stay up there. 2 fingers for the D. So it's going to be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and. Okay, and actually if you'd prefer, you might do it in 1st position. It's actually your choice if you want to do that in 1st or shift in the middle. I went back to 1st position and shifted, but either way will work. Okay, so let's try that again. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and. Then a B. Then we're going to go to a C sharp with our 1st finger. So that would be a good thing to practice, is going from the B to the C sharp. You can play a lower octave so you know what it's going to sound like. And then you're going to practice going. That's kind of a tough shift. So you really want to have that down. Once you get, that's, by the way, that is 5th position if you want to mark that, where it says 1 over the C. That's 5th position. Okay, so let's try that again from 58. It's going to be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and 1, 2, 3. Then 4 fingers. 2, and then I'm actually okay if you go back down to 1st position. This next part's a little strange. You can do it a couple of different ways. I'm okay if on that A you go back down to 1st position and go. Okay, now here's where things get a little bit tough. Starting on measure 61, you can see they want that played on the G string. So those are pretty high notes for G. The 1st note, though, there is just your G harmonic. That's the best way to find that. And you can play that with your 3rd finger. And then the next note's a B flat, and again, I would just practice if you played G, B flat, so you know what it's going to sound like. See if you can practice going back and forth there. Then after that, the last note in measure 61, that's 3rd position. Go ahead and mark that. We like going back to 3rd. Whoever thought that all of a sudden 3rd would feel comfortable, right? Normally that was the hard thing. But now that we've been playing in all of 5th position and higher, 3rd actually doesn't feel too bad. Okay? So you go back to 3rd with your 1st finger. Oh, I'm sorry. I knew it sounded weird. It's a C sharp, so it's actually like 3rd and a half position. Okay? 2. Okay. Again, there's a couple of different ways to do it. I'm going to tell you the easiest way. So the last note in measure 62 is an F sharp. Go back to 1st position for that F sharp. Okay, and you're going to play F sharp, A. That D is going to be in 3rd position, and play 1 finger for the D, 3 fingers for the F sharp. Now you're going to go to 7th position. Sorry, I always lose track of the number when we get up there. Your 1st finger is going to be on where your A harmonic is. Okay, so that's 1 finger. Go ahead and mark that. That's 7th position. And I know that really high note looks scary, okay? But here's the thing. That's a high A. It's 1 octave higher than this note where your 1st finger is. So if you play this note, all you have to do is on the E string put down 4 fingers, because octaves are always from a 1 to a 4. So see how they sound like an octave? So if you can get up there to 7th position and get that first finger on the A harmonic, it shouldn't be as hard to find that high note. I know that's a really intimidating note, but you can do it. I know you can. So let me go from the last note in measure 62. I want to start on that F sharp. Okay, so we're in first position. We play F sharp, A, 1 finger in 3rd position, 3 fingers in 3rd position, 7th position with our first finger, and now 4 on E. And you hold that for 6 beats. Okay, after that high A, the end of measure 65 there, you're going to go back, and this whole ending, except for the last 2 notes, is done on the G string. Okay, so we have 2 fingers in 3rd position. So go ahead and mark that. That's 3rd position. And while we're marking, the very beginning of measure 66 is going up to 5th position. So go ahead and mark that. Okay, so you have 2 fingers. Now up to 5th, and we're going to do 1, 2, 2. Sorry. Then it says 3 fingers for that E. That's back to 3rd. And we stay in 3rd for a while. So go ahead and mark that as 3rd. Two fingers. Then make sure your first finger is close. 2. Now the last 2 notes are really cool. This is the coolest part of the whole piece. You're going to play an A harmonic. That's the one where you split your string from here to here exactly in half. So your finger falls somewhere around here. It's going to sound like this. That should be pretty easy. We've done that before. The last note looks really scary. I promise once you learn it, you'll say, oh, that's actually just really cool. Okay, it's not that bad. That's a different type of harmonic. We have not learned this before. So we learned the harmonic where you split the string in half. There also is a harmonic where you split the string in quarters. So let me just kind of show you just so you can visualize here what we're talking about. If this is, that's not a very straight string, but if that's your string, hang on, let me fix that. There. That's your string. We've been playing a harmonic where we split it exactly in half. Okay, and if you put your finger there, it plays a note. Okay, you can also split the halves in half. Okay, like this and like this. And it doesn't really make sense unless you study the physics behind it, but you could put your finger here or here and it would play the same pitch as long as you're doing it as a harmonic, just gently placing it on top. When we do this, we go to the 3rd that's up here. That's the traditional way to play this. So you're going to play split the string in half, and then you're going to slide your hand all the way up and split the string in quarters. And just to give you an idea where my finger is, there it is. It's almost to the very, very end of the fingerboard. So you're going that high. Just so you can see, you actually can play that harmonic down here. It's where you would normally put your 3rd finger. You just don't press down. And you get the same pitch. Okay, but again, like I said, traditionally when people play this piece, they play the half harmonic, and then they go up. So you can kind of slide into it. It sounds a little more dramatic, and it looks a lot cooler too. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff for 3 lines. Let me play all 3 lines so you can kind of get a sense of how they all fit together. Okay, so from 58. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure that second to last note is, excuse me, harmonic on the A string, not on the D string. I messed that up when I played it the first time. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. Again, we're going to meet to go over all of this stuff and start putting it all together. But that will get you through the last 3 lines of this.